Do it.
Welcome to another edition of Big Ooh Top 20 Countdown. This is a special edition. This week we're counting down the top 20 Stevie Wonder songs in honor of his what? Of his 73rd birthday. And this week, and plus we're talking to our guest, Michael Stevens. Plus, we got some really great extra songs for you in the comedy corner that's gonna really make you laugh. But you guys, let's get into the number 20 song, one of my favorites by Stevie. This song is called Too Shy to Say. Let's get into it. Too Shy to Say by the awesome Stevie Wonder on Big Ooh Top 20 Countdown. Yeah. You guys, that was the number 19 song. Stevie Wonder with I Just Called to Say I Love You. Yeah. And we're talking to our guest, Michael. Michael, tell my listeners about yourself.
What's up, man? What can I say? We're gonna be here all day and all night if I tell you about myself. Oh man, myself. What can I tell you about myself? I'm a smart person. I'm a happy person. I'm an optimistic person. I'm an actor. I'm a filmmaker. Award-winning actor, award-winning filmmaker, rapper. I mean, I don't know. Like about myself, that's just like I said. We can be here all day. That's what I'm saying. But only thing I think about myself, today is an amazing day. Today is historic. Today is actually a classic day. I launched my podcast today.
Oh, wow.
And yes, I launched it on the 18th, but today was season 1, episode 1. And today is just like I'm just celebrating. It's been a long time. I've been waiting to do this for a second.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And you're an actor, am I correct? So what got you into the acting field?
Well, I've always been an actor because I'm from the illegitimate. I grew up kind of illegitimate, so I've always been an actor. But what got me into the professional acting business, I just ended up stumbling upon a open call for the film Belly in 1997. And I went to the open call, and it just basically was like, when I booked it, it was a hustle. Like, that's what it was to me. It was just, I was all about money. So acting was like a way to get legit dough. So I just jumped into the business, but I never really considered myself an actor even to like today. I just represent real. That's why I'm Mr. Real to Real, because I bring the real to real. So, I mean, that's just how I got into business. It was just a hustle.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm just a hustler, baby. That's it. I'm a hustler. And that was the biggest thing on the block that got offered to me. And it was more than moving narcotics and dealing with illegitimate. And I've been in prison 4 times and I did 10 years. So I was trying to get away from that world anyway. So to give me something like film and TV, like everybody wants to be on TV. So like, but my whole life, honestly, like a lot of my friends and family and myself, I used to see movies and be like, yo, I can do that. And some of my friends would be like, yo, you can do that better. So but it was just like something to just say. And then all of a sudden I just ended up, it was just like the stars lined, it just lined up and it just happened.
Wow, that is cool. That is really, really cool. If you guys want to talk more to our guest, Michael, but let's get back in this countdown. The number 18 song comes from Stevie Wonder. This song is called Gotta Have You. Let's get into it. Gotta Have You by Stevie Wonder on Big Ooh Top 20 Countdown, baby. Yeah.
I love Stevie Wonder, man. He is the man.
He is. You guys, that was the number 17 song. Stevie Wonder, From the Bottom of My Heart. It's actually one of my favorites. That's actually from his last album that was released called A Time to Love. And that was a really big hit. We're talking to our guest, Michael. So you said, how many films have you acted in?
Man, you know what? I've lost count because I'm 25 years strong. And that's kind of like, that's something that you and your team should have been doing. Y'all should have found out how many films. I mean, like, oh, you gonna have?
I know how many films you did, but I want you to tell my listeners.
Well, your listeners, I don't know. I just kick ass and don't take no names. That's what I do. So I don't really keep track. I'm 25 years on. Like, I've done everything from the smallest independent film to Pirates of the Caribbean to Transformers. I mean, there is like, I've lost track. Because when you say how many jobs have I done, you're talking about commercials, you're talking about film, TV, indies. I mean, it's just like, I'm that guy.
All your acting.
What do you mean?
Like your movie roles and your how many projects have you done?
Well, your viewers can go to my YouTube channel, which you can just throw up there, and they can go check me out on YouTube. But I really, like I said, man, when you 25 years in strong, and you like a workaholic, and you just don't turn down no work, I mean, you lose track. But as of now, I will get that accurate count. So when I do an interview with you again or anybody else, I'll be able to say, this is the amount of commercials I did. This is the amount of motion pictures. But right as of right now, I just got 25 years of work, and that's a lot. And speaking of 25 years at work, that's how my podcast is. My podcast, Mr. Real to Real with Michael Stevens, is based off 25 years of Chronicles. So what I do with Mr. Real to Real is I take one week of my life and my entertainment life, because I've been doing this since 1997, 98. I take my week and only thing changes is the year. So everything within that week, I talk about for that week, and that's it. So it's just straight Chronicles. It's just straight real.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And I got pictures to back it up. I got camcorder tapes. I didn't say mini DV. I didn't say digital. I said I got camcorder tapes to back it up. I got tapes from 2001 when I was talking about what I'm getting ready to do. When I was talking about when I first moved to LA, I was sitting like, yo, I'm gonna get an agent. I'm gonna take over out here. I'm gonna do my thing. And guess what? I did it. But I talked about it. I spoke it into existence because I have the camcorder tapes. So I will be sharing on my show with all my viewers all the camcorder tapes.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Mhm.
But you can talk more to our guest, Michael, but let's get back in this countdown. The number 16 song is another great, it's actually one of his earlier hits. It wasn't really a big hit, but it's still one of my favorites. This song is by Stevie Wonder. This song is called Workout, Stevie Workout. Let's get into it. Workout, Stevie Workout by the great Stevie Wonder. On Big Top 20 Stevie Wonder countdown, baby. I stole that from Soul Train. Yeah. Yeah, you guys, that was the number 15 song. Stevie Wonder's is a big hit. Very superstitious, midnight writings on the wall. He is a genius, man. He was born in 1950, and he's still the best. He is still the best. It's time to get into the extra song of the week, which comes from a really great friend of the show. He's been on the show before. He's really one of my great friends. He has a new EP that just came out, and his name is Bo Ryan. This song is called Rise Above It. Let's get into it. Rise Above It by Bo Ryan, the extra song of the week on Big Top 20 Stevie Wonder Countdown. Yeah, you guys, that was the awesome Bo Ryan with Rise Above It. And we're talking to our guest, actor, commercial artist, and he's even done a little bit of rapping.
A little bit. Yo, hold up, man. You better check yourself.
He gotten offended. He got offended.
Well, I'm from New York. I take everything personal and I get offended very easily, especially when somebody says I did a little bit of rap when I've been rapping since like 95. That ain't a little bit. And I done worked with from Set G, Ultramagnetics. That's a legend in the hip hop game, man. I done been working with X. Man, I got tracks with a lot of people. So say I did a little, that's like saying I did a little bit of acting. But yeah, I do more acting than music. But nah, I'm just, mess. Come on, you fam. I wouldn't even be right here if you wasn't fam. You know how many interviews people ask me to do, bro? Like, it's crazy, man. I don't mess around.
I know. So how did you transition from being a rapper to an actor?
Well, I was always an aspiring rapper. Like, I wasn't like a deal rapper, you know what I'm saying? So it was like I first started spitting because I'm from the hood. I'm from New York, and I'm a lot older than you, and I'm from hip hop. So we just spit. That's just part of being a live dude. See, I'm not a regular dude. I'm a live dude. So I'm always lit. So being lit is gonna bring, you're gonna bring them bars, and it's a natural. It's just like, yo, when you a real street dude, all this stuff comes second nature, man. This ain't nothing. This ain't nothing to turn it on, man. It's nothing like the spit bars. Like sometimes I be talking to people and they think I'm rapping, and I'm like, what? And then I'm rapping, they think I'm talking to them. I'm like, what is going on here? So I'm just that dude, man. That's it, bro.
Wow. And I see on your IMDb page, you have a film that is it out yet? It's called Zeph's Side.
Yeah, that's just that's like me never turning down work. I mean, it was just, like there was a time when I was a workaholic. I would check the casting sites, LA Casting, Actors Access every hour on the hour. I would catch it faithfully. I would check Central Casting. It was just a job that fit my demographic. You know what I'm saying? You can't sleep on people, because I've been in this game since 97. I worked for a lot of directors when they was like not directors. They was PAs, and they was like, seconds. And So I just don't turn down no work. So Zeph's side was just a job I saw on like LA Casting or either Actors Access, and it fit my specs. So I just submitted to it. It's just like it's like an independent film.
Yeah, describe your role in the film.
The same thing I always am. Motherfucking gangster, OG, triple, double, all that, big homie. Like I don't do nothing. I'm tight cast and I love it. All I do is play the bad guy.
I was just about to ask you that. Yeah, are you about typecast? You don't care about being typecast.
Man, I love being typecast. I'm talking about tight, like a man typecast. Look, I'd rather be typecast than no cast. I'd rather be typecast than trying to run around and be 8 things and 6 things. Nah, I'm one thing. Official, real to real. That's why I'm Mr. Real to Real.
Wow. Okay. That you telling it like it is.
It's
Okay.
very superstitious. The writings on the wall. Big old Stevie Wonder in the building.
Yeah. You guys, we're going to talk more to our guest, Michael Stevens, but let's get back in this countdown. Number 14 song is another one of my favorite Stevie Wonder songs. This song was actually his second hit. This song was called Uptight, Everything's All Right. Let's get into it. Uptight, Everything's All Right, the number 14 song on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, we did 3 in a row for you. We did Stevie Wonder's Uptight, Everything's All Right, number 14. Number 13 was You Are the Sunshine of My Life, one of my all-time favorites of Stevie Wonder. And number 12 was You Will Know. That was from his album, 1987 album, Characters. And you guys, now it's time to get into the Comedy Corner, which is by one of my favorite comedians. His name is Chip Nicholson. Let's get into it. Chip Nicholson on the Comedy Corner on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, that was a very, very awesome Chip Nicholson, I apologize. And we're talking to our guest, Michael Stevens. And I also see on your page that you also had a film called A Year to Life.
Yeah, A Year to Life. That's something that's fairly, really, really new. I'm actually the poster child for that. Like if you see the poster, I'm actually the poster for that film.
Tell me about your role in that one. Give us details on that one.
Okay, that role, I'm just playing like a triple OG, and I don't really want to blow the movie yet because it's actually in they actually submitted it to a few festivals, and I think.
Oh, you did?
Well, it's their film. I'm just an actor in it, so I didn't do anything. I just came to set and did my thing. I said they submitted it, so it's not mine, it's theirs, and they submitted it to I know. The last I heard, like a week or two ago, it was going to, I think, Tribeca and something else. So I really don't want to ruin too much of it, but I play an inmate. My character's name is Selly, and I'm somebody that's a career. I really can't say criminal because he stays in prison, so he must be a bad criminal. But I'm a career prisoner, and I've lost all hope for like life, and I don't believe in anything positive. There's nothing. This world is ugly. He's just negative. He's just the kind of person, like, to be honest, when I'm commuting through like LA, because I'm from New York, I'll always, commute. Excuse me. And sometimes when I'm commuting, I just look over at people like, wow, like really? So Selly's one of those, like, really? So anyway, there's a brother that ends up getting caught up in a little situation where it's either him or three teenagers. So he had to eat the charges, and he comes to prison and he teaches me to how to change and overthrow at the time that he's there. And he does 1 year, and then he ends up getting out, and because of a technicality, and it was something to deal with a gun, and so basically, it's a really, really good. It's a strong message. It's just like the movie Lifted. Like I have a film called Lifted, and it's on my IMDb too. That film I actually won. We won Park City. We won gold medal of excellence in the Park City Film Music Festival with that movie Lifted, and that movie is about the Black and Brown wars that are going on in LA. So if you really want to bring some change, you need to share with your viewers Lifted. And I'm surprised you ain't got nothing flying up in front of the screen right now. I ain't seen my name. I ain't seen nothing.
I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna add that during the final product.
Okay, cool. Then you got it.
But one thing I want to ask you is, you said you're from New York. How did you transition from New York all the way to LA? Describe your transition.
Well, basically, I'm from New York. My mom moved me down south to get my life together. But Biggie told me that the nickels go for 20, but he was lying. The nickels go for 30. So I ended up going down south and getting caught up in a lot of incarceration multiple times. And I moved back to New York. So when I moved back to New York, that's when I got into the open call and I did the acting and I started modeling. I started modeling for this company called Pass the Rock, which was a company that was out around the same time as AND1. And, AND1 clothing knocked out Pass the Rock. It was basketball clothing, but I was one of the models for Pass the Rock. And we had a father company called Rough and Tough, and Rough and Tough wanted me to go to Vegas to this thing called Magic, which is where all the conventions come together. And I ended up meeting a female there that was from South Central. She was from the Crenshaw district. And she went to Fairfax and all that. And she was just an LA girl. And I just met her and we just stayed in touch. And next thing you know, she came and visited the East Coast a couple of times. I came out here. I came to LA to visit a couple of times. And next thing you know, she was my daughter's mother. And I ended up moving to LA. And that's how I got to LA. And I moved out in 2001 to Buckingham Exposition. Yeah, right by West Angeles.
I know exactly where you're at. I know exactly.
Yeah, everybody know where that's at.
That's also where I met you. I think I met you on the bus. Like it's been some years.
Man, what do you mean some years, bro? You got to get your notes together, man. It's been like 15 years. What is wrong with you, man? Like some years.
No, I know. I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to think about all the time.
Nah, you got to. You do the interview. If you say some means 4. That's some.
I know what
means 1. 2 means a couple. 3 means a few. No, I don't. I'm from New York. Everything is official. You can't just say, you know what I mean. No, I don't. I'm not in your head. I don't know what you're thinking.
All right, you had 15 or 16 years, I think, on the bus, and you were telling me that you're an actor and stuff like that, and I was like, oh wow, that's cool.
And I was pushing my movement. Yeah, always pushing the movement, always.
And I think at that time I was working at the LA Sentinel newspaper.
Yes. You know what? Yeah, because you're supposed to have did an article. Yeah, and we kept like going back and forth. Yeah, you were working at the Sentinel. Yeah, that is right. Yeah, that's when you supposed to have did the article.
Yeah. But unfortunately, my editor didn't approve it, so I wasn't able to do it. So it was like, wow.
Your editor's a dummy. Call your editor and tell him he's a big dummy because he blew the biggest interview of his life.
Yeah, but that's why
I used to read the Sentinel.
You did? Oh,
trash ass article. I done see some trash articles out of the Sentinel, man. So tell him I sent that to him.
Oh wow. He's probably gonna look at this on YouTube.
And I send this.
Former editor,
He shouldn't have fronted on me because you know why? At that time, I had did Belly. I had did Paid in Full. Like, what? Are you crazy, dude? You put me in an interview? Are you bugging, man? That dude, yo. Man, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna send somebody to see him.
Wow. He's no longer there. I think he's gone. He's
I can find him. I can find him. I got corporate.
You can't find him in the afterlife. He's dead.
Well, we're gonna go dig him up, and we're gonna let him know. I'm gonna tell him, yo, why you ain't put me in that Sentinel?
But that's life. But you know what? You're here on my show now. That's all that counts. We're talking about the present. We ain't talking about the past, brother.
I'm just, I'm just having fun with you, O.
But you guys, we're going to talk more to our guest, Mike L. But let's get back in this countdown. The number 11 song is another one of my favorites by Stevie Wonder. This song was called Go Home. This was actually from his album that, I think it's Overjoyed album, the album that came out in 1985. But let's get into it. This song is called Go Home, number 11, Stevie Wonder on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, that was the number 10 song is still one of my favorites of all time by Stevie. This song is called True Love. That was from his last album, A Time to Love. But if you're just now tuning in, we're counting down the top 20, my top 20 favorite Stevie Wonder songs. But you guys, it's time to get to the second extra song. Second extra song comes by, you guys know that I cannot go one countdown without playing at least one of my songs. This song is called, this is the title track from my album that came out last year, and it's doing really well. I want to say thank you for making this song a hit. This song is called This Is Oluseyi Banjo. Let's get into it. My song on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, that was my song, the title track that's really doing well. I thank you guys.
Go, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, you doing your thing, bro. That's what I like about you. You be going hard, son.
Thank you. I appreciate it. We're talking to our wonderful guest, Michael, the actor, the writer, the what you call it? Now he has his own podcast. Oh
Casting
man.
director, producer, everything. Man, I have done it
What
all.
made you get? I gotta ask this. What? Because you're an actor, you're all doing all that stuff. What made you start your own podcast?
Okay, I'm gonna give it to you quickly because nobody really knows the true story. I worked on this TV show. I want to give a shout out to my people from Full Send. I want to give a shout out to the Nelk Boys. Yo, I love y'all. Like there's some YouTubers that are amazing. They're from Canada, and I can't believe that I'm 52 praising a 28-year-old and a 21-year-old. But these kids are like amazing and they're smart. So I got hired to do an acting job again, looking online for work and just representing what I do. And I saw a job online and I submitted to the job. And it ended up being a job where it was like a spoof video for some YouTubers, but the rate was amazing. So anyway, I did the job for them, and everybody kept on set kept saying, "Yo, you know who they are? You know who they are?" I was like, "Nah." So when I looked them up, I was like, "Wow." So the first thing I did was when I looked them up, I saw they had an interview, a podcast with Mike Tyson. And I watched it. Yeah, and I watched it. It was Mike Tyson. So when I watched it, I was like, yo, that was dope. I like this podcast thing. And people have been telling me for years, yo, Michael, go on the podcast. And I'm like, nah, I'm good, B. I'm focused on my film because, you know, I am a filmmaker. I have an award-winning short film, which is my autobio documentary. So I was only focused on finishing my doc from a short to a feature. And I was worried about pushing it from there. I wasn't tripping on nothing, no podcast, no acting work, nothing. I was like, yo, I'm just good right now. I just want to put my story out because I know that my story is official and my story is lit. So I was just focused on that. And then the podcast thing fell into me. So I said, when I watched their podcast, I started researching podcasts. I started watching just tutorial after tutorial. I kept watching, how do you do a podcast? I just kept watching, taking notes. And I was like, yo, this is me right here. This is what I do. Like, I'm already this style of person. So I felt like I was the perfect podcaster. So last February, I shot a pilot in like February. And the pilot came out all right, but it didn't come out how I wanted it. So I said, you know, I'm gonna use that as a blueprint, and I'm not gonna do nothing. Then all of a sudden, on Friday the 13th of May of 22, or should I say, well, right at the midnight hour from Friday the 13th, going into Saturday the 14th. All I can say is I can't really speak on too much about it, but I'm not supposed to be right here right now. I shouldn't be right here. Like where I'm sitting right now and on the mic with you, I'm not supposed to be here right now. That's all I can really say. It was just thinking about it right now. It's like I don't even be outside like that. I'm always inside. Like I be tripping on people saying that they outside. And the one time I go outside, you know what I'm saying, to take care of some business, it was almost that was almost it. And I would have lost everything. I would have lost my storage unit. I would have lost everything, man. My whole empire. Like I would have lost everything, and it would have been over. And I'm not supposed to be here. So when that happened to me, it kind of like woke me up and said, you know what? I could have been gone, and somebody else would be telling my story. So I was like, you know what? I got to get on top of this. I got to tell my story. My story is an amazing story of how a 4-time felon turns an open call in 97 into a 25-year career that's full. And I just said, I got to put it out. So I just got on it, man. I just kept hustling. I just kept the tutorials, and then I got blue in the face, and I kept trying to be perfect until I saw this one tutorial where the guy said, "Hey, you haven't started your podcast yet because you're not perfect? Well, guess what? You never be perfect. So if you don't start it now, you won't." And then also Walt Disney had a saying like, "If you don't start now, you won't get started," or something. So all that stuff happened, and I just said, you know what? It's just time. So it was a mixture of things, but that was basically it. And I said, you know what? I'm going to take over. So I am here to take over the podcast game, and I will be a top 10 podcaster of 2023.
I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you.
That's what I'm celebrating. That's what I'm celebrating right now. I'm celebrating. Do you understand that in my first week, I did over 100, I did 120 downloads in my first week. The show is it's only been up since the 18th of February, and I'm already at 200 downloads.
That's amazing. That's really amazing. And keep on going up. Keep on going strong.
I am. I won't. That's all I know. Oh, is to go hard and to go strong.
That's awesome. That's awesome. But you guys are going to talk more to our guest, Michael. But let's get back in this countdown. The number 9 song is really one of my favorites. Another one of my favorites. It's called "So What the Fuss." It features In Vogue. Let's get into it. "So What the Fuss" by Stevie Wonder on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, that was the number 8 song, Stevie Wonder's "Ribbon in the Sky." And we also did number 7. Number 7 was "Part-Time Lover" with, oh man, that's really one of my favorites. That's from his album In Squared Circle. But you guys, it's time to get into the independent song of the week. And independent song of the week comes from a good friend of the show. He's a friend, he's my brother, and his name is Anthony Gray. And he came up with a song on Valentine's Day. I promised him I would play it, but time just never permitted it. Now it's time for us to play it. This song is called "Close to You" by my good friend Anthony Gray. Let's get into it on Big Old Top 20 Countdown, Independent Song of the Week. Yeah, you guys, we did our the Independent Song of the Week, Anthony Gray's with "Close to You." We're talking to our guest, Michael. You were telling me about you alluded to your current movie, Mr. Real to Real. Tell me about that documentary. Is
Hey,
it a
y'all.
documentary?
Hey, he's in here using big words. What does eluded mean, y'all? Hold on, I gotta ask the studio. I gotta Google it. Hold on, eluded. Nah, I'm just you said what now? Oh, I eluded from doing what? A documentary. What
You talked about it before, but I
uh,
want you to give us full details on your documentary. Is it
oh,
out? Is it coming out, or Mr. Real to Real?
oh man, I'm really about to get angry right now. It's an award-winning short film. If you Google me, it comes up. You're supposed to be telling them that I'm gonna have an award-winning short film.
Yeah.
Like it's my autobiography. I mean, like there's certain things I'm supposed to segue into with you. You know, I'm not supposed to open up the vein. So
I know. I want my listeners to go find it out themselves, and I want you
nah,
to.
that's not how you do it. Oh, you got to take care of your
I know
listeners,
exactly
baby.
how to do it. Come on now.
All right, so let me tell y'all what's up. I have an award-winning short film. I did a documentary about myself, basically coming home from prison. It's not like a documentary about me like growing up and all that. It's just it just fast forwards to coming home from prison. So the documentary opens up with in 1997 I was released from Broad River Correctional Institution in Columbia, South Carolina, and that's when I went to New York and got to Belly. So it basically opens up there. It just shows about the open call, and it just shows, it's just like a light. It's just like a doc, and it's like I said, it's an award-winning short, and I'm waiting to finish the feature-length version, and until then, it's going to stay an award-winning short. So it's like I said, it's just my autobio doc, and it's a really great story, and it just shows the truth. That's all I know is the truth. Like that's why I don't care about critics, I don't care about haters, I don't care about none of that. I care about the Most High, and the Most High, he knows the truth. So as long as I'm in tune with the Most High, I don't care, because half the people out here that's pointing fingers, they got dirty hands.
Mm-hmm.
They throwing rocks inside of a glass house.
That's true.
They want to be judgmental about sin, but they sin different, but they want to talk about your sin. So it's like,
you better say that. I went through that.
come on, man. It's like, come on, we all go through that, man. It's like, come on, man. Like, worry about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Stop worrying about everybody else. Everybody wants to worry about everybody else. Worry about yourself.
That's true.
You know.
And so once you make it a full length movie, what are your plans for it? Do you plan on taking over to Netflix, or what do you plan? What are your plan once you make it a full length?
I'm gonna take it wherever. And my honest plan is once it's a feature length version, I'm gonna do the film festival route and just smash film festivals. That's all, and just sell it myself. Like I'm taking it back to Master P. I'm going out to Trump. So whenever I meet distribution, they're gonna already see the numbers that I'm already doing for Solo Dolo, because see now with the nature of the internet and with the nature of being a hustler and so many different, so many different just expos that you can, if you have something that's independent, that's hot, you got a doc, you got a book, you got a single, you can move it anywhere right now. You don't really need distribution no more.
That's true.
So, but you got to have something that's hot. So I know my documentary is hot, and my documentary is going to change lives, because I was a 4-time felon, and I walked away from the game. I was like, yo, B, this ain't what's up. Like, eventually I'm gonna catch me a football number. You know what I'm saying? So I knew that I was gonna catch some time. So I knew I was trying to get away. And I just ended up getting the opportunity to go into the arts, and I fell in love with it. And like the arts say, if it wouldn't have been for Hype Williams saving me at the open call from Belly, seeing my talent. I mean, he didn't look out for me because I was a cool dude. I was talented. So if it wouldn't have been for him, I'll be dead or I'll be in prison right now. Because honestly, before all this Belly thing happened, I had one of my mans was calling me from down south. You know, one of my kingpins was like, yo, bro, I need you. Because I was the type of dude that can get work off anywhere. I don't care where we at. I don't care if we in USSR. I'm going to get the work off. You know what I'm saying? So he was calling me like, yo, bro, what you up there doing? Come down here and help me. And I was like, yo, I'm taking care of this movie. He was like, you doing a movie? He was like, you think you're going to be Denzel? He started laughing at me. And I'm like, bro, I'm trying to do something different. He was like, man, you can't do nothing different. This is your life, man. This is your life, B. He said, if you don't come down here, man, I swear to God, when I see you again, I'm going to kill you. That's what he told me. That's the greed of money, man. The money, the greed of money, man. Because he knew with me, he was good. With me, I moved that work. So I was one of his biggest earners. He couldn't take it. Me telling him no, he just couldn't take it. He just lost it and said, when I see you, I'm gonna do something to you.
Wow.
Yeah, the money, man. It's the money. It's what's that song?
For
what's
the
the
love
name?
of money?
Yeah, that's it. That's right, Dion. Thank you, my super producer, Dion behind the boards. Official. Yo, if you need anything done, tell all your fans come to Morris. You know what I'm saying? Media Studios, man. They got to come to Morris Media Studios. That's where it's at. If you ain't at Morris Media, you got to. How everybody gonna talk about they so black? They won't spend their money black. Like, come on, you got to spend your money black. So keep it Morris Media Studios whenever you need something. My man Dion, super producer, is the man. He somebody gonna help you.
Cool. But you guys, let's get back in this countdown. The number 6 song is another Stevie Wonder jamming song. It's actually called Master Blaster Jammin'. Let's get into it. Master Blaster Jammin' by Stevie Wonder on Big Old Top 20. Stevie Wonder Countdown, baby. Yeah, you guys, we did a number 5 song. The number 5 song was For Once in My Life. Really a great song by Stevie Wonder. Now it's time to get into this whole countdown is old school, but I wanted to play an extra old school song, and it's by SWV, which are also New Yorkers, Sisters with Voices. This is their song called Rain. Let's get into it. Rain by SWV.
Rain on me.
I think it's one of their birthdays too.
On me. Today's one of their birthdays?
Yeah.
Pisces.
You guys, that was the old school jam of the week, SWV Rain. We're talking to our guest, Michael. Okay, Michael, I'm gonna get in your business. Mm-hmm. we got in your personal, we got in your professional life. Now it's time to get to your business. What your love life look like, brother? He looked at me like, what the hell? I asked all my guests that. I'm in everybody's business.
Man, you know what? You know what, man? I don't know, man. I just don't know no more, man. I've been through so much, man. I'm just, I'm old, man. So I have a lot of social media sites. Well, I can't say they social media sites, but I have a lot of you know how when you go find treasure, it's that thing when you find treasure. Well, three of them together. Yeah. Some amazing sites, and right now I'm just focused on. My heart's been broken, man. Because I'm a sucker for love, man. Like I go all in, man. Like I can meet you tonight and be like, baby, yo, we getting married in Vegas tomorrow. And like I'm just, I believe in it was real, man. But some people, man, they just take advantage of people like me, man. So I've been taken advantage of, man. And like my heart has been broken. I've been trampled over. So right now I'm just in a phase, man, where I'm just chilling, man. I don't even know no more, man.
I understand. I
don't.
I ask a question real quick. Another thing in your business. What does your daughter think about all your acting and your credits and stuff like that? What does she say about it?
Well, I have 4 daughters.
Oh wow, 4 of them.
Man, you didn't do no, bro. We Facebook friends, man. What's wrong with you, man? You see why you go
through? I only know about one of them. That's the only one I know about.
But how you a journalist?
What do your kids think about what you're doing?
They don't give a fuck.
They don't.
They don't, because they're all kids. My oldest daughter, she was born in 96, and my youngest daughter was born. She's 19, so she was born like 2003 or something. But that whole generation, they don't care. Like the stuff that I'm in is old. They don't like they like the new stuff. You ain't in nothing new for that generation. Like they ain't look if you ain't on like you name something new. That's what I don't even watch. Only thing I watch is TMZ. I watch world news. I watch local news. I just watch ESPN. I watch sports. I don't really watch too much. I don't know, but just name something that's like the top You know that movie they shot in Crenshaw about the high school? Like they like that kind of stuff. So like if you're not in something new, then to them it's like they don't even know about. I mean, let me tell you something. I meet women and I'm like, yeah, how you doing? You know, I'm an actor. Like, yeah, I know you ball player. I'm like, I'm an actor. Yeah, I've been in Belly. Like, oh, Belly. I know Belly. I wasn't even born when Belly was out. I'm like, oh, damn. Okay. Like epic fail. Okay, bye. So it's like, oh, it's hard out here, man. So like I said, my kids, man, they don't care, dog. Like I said, I try to tell them all the time. I've been in this and that and this and that. They don't care, man. Like I said, that whole generation, oh, if you ain't doing something that's mainstream, then you ain't doing it.
That's right. That's right. Then you have 1 minute. I'm gonna give you 1 minute to say something inspirational to listeners.
Yo, everybody, man, stay optimistic. No, it always could be worse. It could be 10 times worse. But when you wake up every day, you good. God woke you up, man. The Most High gave you life. He gave you, always know you can do it. People have come from the worst and they have survived it. So just stay focused, man. Stay healthy. Get your rest. Drink your water. Get proper rest, man. Clean your house. Brush your teeth. Wash your butt. You know what I'm saying? Just do all the things. Keep your clothes clean, man. Just be happy and spread love and comply. If them boys come at you, just comply. Just go limp and comply and just let it go down. We gonna come and bond you out. Don't worry, we gonna bond you out. Just chill out. I love you. I love y'all.
That's right. That's right. We're not over yet.
Mr. Real and Real with Michael Stevens, 2023, biggest podcast. Mr. Real with Michael Stevens.
He's going hard. All right, you guys.
Everything I speak, check my receipts. Everything I speak, check my receipts.
Let's get back in this countdown. The number 4 song is from Stevie Wonder. This is another awesome song, Higher Ground. Let's get into it. By the legendary Stevie Wonder, Higher Ground, number 4 on the Gold Top 20 Countdown. You guys, we did 3 in a row for you. We did Stevie Wonder's Higher Ground. Number 3 was another classic by Stevie Wonder, I Wish. And number 2 was Edge of Eternity. That was a song from his 1995 album, Edge of Eternity. Now it's time to get to the number 1 song. The number 1 song is, this song has been out for 40-some years and it's still my favorite. I'm gonna play the 10-minute version. It's like, do I do what you do when I do my love to you.
Sing it, Big O. Sing it, O.
It features an awesome Dizzy Gillespie. Let's get into it. The number 1 song, Do I Do by Stevie Wonder on Big O's Stevie Wonder Countdown. You guys, that was the awesome number 1 song, Do I Do. Don't make me sing it again. We're talking to our guest, Michael. Michael, how can people reach you?
Man, it's everything. I'm just Michael Stevens, MICAAL, Michael Stevens. I'm everywhere. Just Google me. That's all you got to do, baby. Just Google me. The YouTube channel is there. Everything is under Michael Stevens. That's it. And you got the podcast. It's just Mr. Real to Real with Michael Stevens. It's gonna come up everywhere.
What day does it come on? What day do you broadcast it?
Every week. So I'm just doing a weekly show. So the first episode just dropped today. That's why I told you I'm celebrating. You see this? I'm celebrating, bro. We out there. Like we out there. Like, yo, it's going down. It just, man, I'm as a matter of fact, I got to get ready to go. Because I have to edit the YouTube version of the podcast last night. I only posted the audio. The audio's up right now. So okay. I got to
actually get out here in 1 second. We're gonna get out here in 1 second. I want to say thank you to my guest, Michael Stevens. Thank you to everybody who's broadcasting this, Spreaker, Spotify, the Block FM, Vibe Hits Radio, and recently reunited with Kill Radio. I want to say thank you to them and to all the listeners. And this is our 7th season and our 270th show. Wow, we did it, you guys.
And you know what? I'm 52. That's 5 plus 2 is 7. It's 2023. That's 7. It's going down right now. Oh, you in season 7? I love you. Oh.
Thank you, man. I want to say, and also the thought for the week. Oh, if you want to reach me, it's www.linktree.com, and you'll be able to hear this episode as well as my music and everything else. And the thought for the week is never stop trying to be positive because you will always get it. And you guys, for we do usually do a gospel song of the week, and the gospel song of the week is Stevie Wonder featuring the Williams Brothers. This song is called Too Close.
That's my jam. That's my jam. Oh, that's my jam.
Yes, yeah. But let's get into it. Too Close by Stevie Wonder and the Williams Brothers. May God bless you. May God keep you until we meet again.